And with that, let's do it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Youth Yap Sesh. Actually, technically, the very first of 2025. But we're going to call this a 0.5er, all right?
Okay.
Because this is actually a continuation of your first one, which technical difficulties said wasn't going to happen, all right? And we actually have more technical difficulties. So we're just going to call this a continuation. And that is A-OK. And I am with
Erin Hunt.
And Luke Hunt.
So, when I first approached you, when did we do yours? Back in October or something like that. Mm-hmm. Erin was like, right? So
I was still like that this time.
That's fair. She was not in for it. And they thought they were done. Of course, then half your video lost all sound for whatever reason. And so when I came up to her again Wednesday, she was like, oh, God, no. And Luke, I don't know. I think he was on board or maybe not.
He was half and half.
What were your thoughts, Luke, when I was like, hey?
I knew I wanted to do it.
Okay.
I knew she wasn't going to want to do it.
That's such a lie.
It's so interesting that because you wanted to do it, and then you're over here like, so man. Like, we can barely run a sound check on you. She doesn't want to do it. No, she's over here. She's coming out, strong, because she's a strong woman.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. Okay. A few things. We're about to have D now. I have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited about D now?
Yes.
Always.
Why? Give me a for instance.
Well, first, we don't have to sleep in the church.
What was wrong with that?
The first year I was here, I didn't have a bed. The second year I was here, my air mattress kept going out.
Oh, no. You should have told me. I could have rearranged an air mattress. Another question I have to ask for that, though, is, to be a part of D Now, you actually have to give me your paperwork.
Yes, John, thank you.
We're working on it.
Okay.
You realize we're a very busy family, right?
You realize that I've had D Now paperwork out for at least 2 months.
Thanks, John.
Okay.
And you've also sent it to our house.
And I also sent it to your... That's 60 days that you could have taken your parents a form, and I mailed them to you. So, just saying. Because right now, guess how many people are actually like, I have paperwork, and they can officially come to D Now? Guess
12.
You say 2? It's more than 2. All right.
Okay. Well,
You're close. It was 11. As of right now, I only have paperwork for 11 students, which is a very small D Now. So...
less people you gotta feed, I guess.
No, I wanna fill the sanctuary with students.
It's okay.
What?
So it's normally filled with students, but okay.
The youth building, yes. Sanctuary, no. I could fit like 300 people in there.
I'm sure you could.
But that's a D Now low key. Like, I want students to come, but I don't know. I'm not prepared for
that's
300.
Too much.
Thank you. All right. You can say that. I don't know if I could say that. I think I'll get fired if I say that's too many students.
That's
right?
more than my class.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, gosh.
All right, because that put Sweeney in perspective for me. I was talking with some of the staff. We're talking about Senior Sunday, right? And usually we help buy Bibles for the senior class, right? What do they call it? Project Grad or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm over here like, I'm going to have to get 500 Bibles or something like that. And they're like, John.
Maybe for the whole...
That's
the whole
That's
school.
what they said. And I was like, guys, my graduating class was like 500 students.
No.
I'll throw a mic at you. But yeah, that was like each grade had minimum like 500 kids in it. And so a graduating class, it whittles down a little bit. Some students don't graduate, or they graduate early, or they don't walk, or whatever. So yeah, I had to sit through like 420, 430 kids at my graduation because I'm in the B's. So
yeah, you get to go kind of first.
Yeah. I also did a backflip and got kicked out, but that's not relevant. Do you have anything fun? We don't have to air this part. Do you have anything fun planned for your graduation? I know it's another year or so, but
she's gonna bring a cow out. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
just walk a steer across. That'd be awesome.
I could bring one of the goats or our miniature horse.
Oh my gosh! You know what?
He's like this tall.
Just name him Little Sebastian.
His name's Mater.
Oh, Wait, like cars?
Yeah.
Respect. So it's been a good several months since we last talked. All right, what's new in the Hunt live?
Not much.
Do better than that. Come on.
Well, sports has started.
Okay.
Powerlifting for me. and then-
Track and barbecue is still going on.
Track and barbecuing.
I thought you were doing golf.
No.
This guy.
Hey, I mean, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. So
I'm okay with that because golf is really boring. So
okay, I can.
sorry, Rowlett, because he has a golfing thing in his office.
So I remember we talked about this last time. You have yet to make any barbecue for the youth, and I'm waiting. What do I need to supply? I'll bring the meat.
Actually,
I'll bring a grill. Or do you want
have
smoker?
a barrel pit
I could just bring
that
the
you
barrel.
take home.
I know.
So
I
bring the barrel pit. I'll get some snacks. All right, some steak,
Just gonna all sit around
some
the pit.
sausage. I love me a good what is it? Well, up in Fort Worth, it's called Texas Day Brazil, right? And it's this. You never heard of Texas Day Brazil?
No.
You're lying. Okay, down here it's called Fogo de Chao.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Lauren. No. Okay, so I'm about to
Road
blow your.
trip.
I'm about to blow road trip. I'm about to blow your mind. Also, super expensive, so you're paying. Anyway, Texas Day Brazil is this high-end restaurant in downtown Fort Worth and in other areas. And what it is you go sit down, and instead of having, one waiter, you have the waiter for small stuff like drink refills, entrees, stuff like that. Or not entrees, appetizers. But for everything else, you have this little card on your table that is green on one side and red on the other. And whenever all of the other dudes see green, they walk to your table with slabs of steak, chicken parm. One even walks around with an actual, smoked leg of lamb. And he's like, leg of lamb? And you're like, okay. And he shaves them off, Brazilian sausage. And those Brazilian sausage, they hit different. I'm telling you, they're delicious.
I might have to go up to Fort Worth then.
I'm gonna find somewhere where I can get some Brazilian sausage, and you're gonna have to do your best with it, all right? And I need you to wow me here. But anyway, you don't have to go to Fort Worth. You can go to Houston.
Oh, sweet.
It's not as good. Texas Day Brazil is better. Sorry out there.
Then-
But Fogo de Chao, same thing. And I'm telling you, it's a buffet of high-end delicious steak. My favorite is bacon wrapped filet mignon, and it is.
Ooh.
What is your average daily screen time, Erin Hunt?
Probably 2 hours.
I don't.
No way.
Well,
Nope.
when I'm in school, it's probably 2 hours. But when I'm on the weekends, probably more like 10.
Sleep all day.
I don't sleep.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
No. So average for a week, right?
Oh, average for a week? Oh, gosh.
Oh,
And
in the
first of all,
hundreds.
even at school, I call no way.
No, because we have so much work to do. It's insane. Or we're coloring. We color more than elementary kids.
I'm sorry, you don't get to say we have so much work to do and then say, yeah, we're coloring. So let's move to the Bible questions, okay?
Okay,
What's that? You're like, oh, yeah.
let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, some Bible questions, right? I want to take the digital question and apply it to the Bible. Your average daily reading
Okay.
for a week. Go. So, let's say minutes, because I don't think you're sitting here for hours a
Minutes?
day. I would love
I
that.
got to calculate that.
I'd be
Hold on.
impressed. Okay, talking half hours. I don't know. How much time each day are you spending reading your Bible on average? So take
How
7 day
much time
period.
a day?
Yeah, take a 7 day
Okay.
period. Average it. I'll tell you mine. All right, mine is pretty much if we're counting just me reading a Bible, not for Bible study or for youth prep or anything like that. Just me reading my Bible. I would say it averages about 7 to 10 minutes a day, somewhere in that ballpark. Right. Some passages are shorter.
Yeah.
My attention span is shorter some days. You know what I mean? I feel like I hit the weekend and my brain's like mush. But so give me a for instance.
5.
5. Did you hear his voice crack in the middle of that? That means that is like
A lot.
at best it's 5. Okay.
Okay, but does this include the journaling part of Bible study?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I love
So,
it.
Probably 20 minutes then.
Ooh,
Over a week.
That's good. Respect. You know what?
Love
Okay,
it.
if we're counting journaling, I'm not going to increase it much. I'm going to say 10 to 13 minutes for me.
That's a very specific number, John.
Well, I don't feel
You
confident
could have
enough.
just went either like 15 to 10.
Well, it was 7 to 10, and I think 10 to 13 because it doesn't add a whole lot for me, but it definitely adds a few minutes. So
Okay.
I'm comfortable with my answer. Okay. And Luke's over here like, no, mine's still
Still a good
5.
solid
still 5 on a good day. All right, so I can dig it. All right, cool. So,
I have a question for you, actually.
ooh, these are dangerous. What is it?
Does reading the Bible ever get easier?
Yes. Yes. It gets easier, but like a lot of things in life, as it gets easier, it gets a lot bigger too, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, right? So you get more comfortable with it. You understand a little bit more of it just off the top of your head. You're like, okay, this plugs in here, this plugs in here. But then you get, as you study, because right now with the youth, we're really just kind of focusing on who God is, what he's done, mankind's role in it, what sin does to us. But then you get into all of these bigger topics like hey, what is Reformed theology?
Oh,
Okay, what is soteriology? What is the study of the end time? Can we put
Albert Einstein?
No, that's not me being like, oh, John's so smart. Those are words that you'll hear at any seminary, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of the answers that a lot of these people are going and like, I'm an expert in soteriology. Like, good for you, man. I'll keep reading the Gospels. Like, I'll read Job a couple more times. And but see, that's the thing is, they actually had a word for this in school because I went to Bible college. I dropped out.
Okay.
I did. They had a word for this, and it was called academic theology, right? Which is where you do theology for the sake of theology, pretty much. You're just studying it to study it.
Okay.
It's not going to have any application in a church. It's not going to help you talk to anyone. You're studying it to study it. And a lot of the time when we get into these big, heavy Bible arguments, that's what people are doing. They like the sound of their own voice. They think that they're brilliant and found an answer. And they just take it and run with it. And I've been guilty of that a few times myself. So I just kind of like to, let's focus on the things that are important. You know what I mean? But, anywho. So, more Bible
answer.
questions. Hey, thank you. Blush. More Bible questions, right? Or let's take this a slight deviation and talk about youth stuff.
Okay.
On Wednesday nights, what is something that you would like to see going into the new year? We've had 2 Wednesdays in 2025 so far. What's something, if you had just a free ticket, like, John, I'm cashing in, do this on Wednesday nights, what would it be?
I want to do the thing where you spread the kids out.
You want to do more group activities. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. I've got some, hey, we'll talk. I've got some planned, all right? In fact, Lauren and a lot of the volunteers, I sent out my 3-month schedule, right? And so they kind of get to see a glimpse into everything, but it'll be happening.
Gotcha.
What about you, Luke?
I have no idea.
At least, you know what? It takes a man to admit he has no idea, so I salute you on that. Respect. Another Bible question, and this one is actually an old one that we have to revisit because, like we said, all of your sound was cut out. So we never really got to hear your answer. So what is the hardest thing about church for you two? We'll start with Luke.
Okay. Man, I was locked in, ready to
I
answer.
know, but I know Luke's over here like, give me time. Nope. On the spot. Let's go. And talk loud.
Don't steal my answer either.
I don't know what your answer is.
It doesn't matter if he steals your answer. Go ahead.
Maybe the ability to talk.
You know what? I think that's fair.
There you go.
And that is actually a legitimate answer because some people walk in and their mind will tell them, I know nothing about the Bible. And whether that's true or not, we want to hear. We want you to talk. We want you to participate, right? You just got to work on the
talking part.
But in Luke's defense, I don't even hear him talk a lot.
He doesn't.
Outside of a Bible study. You know what I mean? Like, he's always just sitting there like, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm a chill guy.
Is that the meme going around? The
Yes.
chill guy? Okay, Erin, your turn.
Okay, staying consistent with reading and going to church.
You know what? Respect. I can dig that. Okay.
Yep.
Actually, I think your two go hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
if you feel uncomfortable talking or speaking up in a church, it's really easy to just say, well, I'm not going to go then.
Yeah.
You know? So I see that. What is your biggest distraction from studying the Bible or praying? Not from anything else. Your biggest distraction from studying the Bible or praying?
My phone.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to hear that a lot, I bet. Okay. Why? Show your work.
It's easier to go on your phone instead of actually opening the book and reading it.
Fair enough. So you like, even if you pull it up on your phone, it's like, I got a notification or something like that. Okay. How about you?
I'm gonna say probably family, friends, because you can never like actually find time to be alone.
I got you.
There you go. That's my answer.
Oh.
Great answer.
She was like, done. I don't have to talk anymore. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The biggest distraction from studying the Bible or praying for me is actually probably my to-do list.
To-do list.
Yeah. Well, I can't read
'cause
right
you
now. I have to do this other thing. Or
Yeah.
the kids are screaming, I got to go help Kaylin, right? Or I got to go talk to Kaylin,
The never
cheer
ending
her up.
to-do list.
Yeah, it's like, I'll get to it in a minute.
Yeah.
Right? Which is actually kind of the crux of a lot of my life. Is like, yeah, give me 5 minutes, I'll get to that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Never got to it.
With that, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time for another Youth Yap session.